What's good, y'all? Welcome back to brand new Comic Rex issue number 25 of Venom. So yeah, this is a big-ass oversized issue, over 50 fucking pages. God help me, I have plenty of water this time. I have like 3 or 4 bottles of water, so in case shit gets crazy, man. Hopefully Venom ain't speaking that much, so I won't completely destroy my throat by the end of this video, but we shall see, ladies and gentlemen. There's an annual as well that came out this week as well, which, honestly, I'm probably just going to skip it. With how big this book is, man, like, I'm probably just going to skip the annual. It's connected to, like, the Contest of Champions thing they got going on there. We saw Moon Knight, some other books, so I think I'm just probably just going to skip it. Anyway, so let's jump right in. There's a story by the American author Ray Bromberg called A Sound of Thunder. In the story, A Time Safari, travelers back to the time of the dinosaurs. So a rich man might have an experience of shooting one. It is a very American story. During the ill-fated trek, a prehistoric butterfly killed ahead of schedule. As a result, the future is effectively destroyed. From this, we get the phrase the butterfly effect. So this is where the butterfly effect came from. I enjoyed Bromberg on occasion, but he was no time traveler. Events have weight. They can be as hard to shift from their course as worlds and stars. So if you want to significantly alter your destiny, next page, you have to kill a lot of butterflies. Next page. Otherwise, you will likely return to your time and find that everything is as it was, because all you did was what you were fated to do. This is what seasoned Chronica nuts who use the true method of time travel, the method I invented called the Cage of Events. I dislike such confinements. Next page. Start back with Dr. Doom. Show me a limit, and I will surprise it. That is who I've always been. For I am Doom, and Doom is not bound by the cages of time. All things are as one to me as dirt. As one to me, dirt beneath my dirt beneath my heel. But there are in this world foolish and prideful men who would wear their own cages, their own clintars on their backs like suits of armor. Coming, Doom would never, but Doom is Doom, and whatever geist. Next page. Edward Brock remains Edward Brock. So, how's my driving? You drove nothing, Brock. The time platform did it all. The second you smashed the controls like a toddler having a tantrum, the self-repair programs began healing the craft. Within moments, the platform was ready to guide us to an emergency landing. That's what you call this? Any landing you can walk away from, Brock. Isn't that the same? Why does Doom refer to himself in the third person? Dog, you are not the Brock. Doom has walked away from multiverses and from multiversal annihilations. A time crash is nothing to me. But it may be something to you. The time platform is a thing of science and magic creates chronicies, whatever. Strange coincidences, meaningful connections, a dangerous element to add to a random temporal journal. What waits for you here in the late Cretaceous, whatever the fuck that says, Brock? Well, aside from death at my hands, of course. Next page. and we were getting along so well. These are insults that cannot be tolerated, Brock. You insulted the hospitality of Doom, and such errors have consequences. You will not be the first to die at my hands long before you were ever born. Yeah, you're forgetting me. You're forgetting Big Man. I've got backup. Ah, yes, how could I forget the roundabout bedlam and an insane temporal copy of your own dim, dull-witted mind. It will take a far greater symbiote than that to impress me. Oh shit! We got a Venom T-Rex, motherfucker! Any relation? Don't look at me. Brock. Seriously, I have no idea. Die, Brock, die! Back, monstrosity! Doom has sworn to kill a Venom today. You will do as well as any. Doom, look! The platform finished repairs. Hold on. Our way out of here. Oh. Doom! Doom travels alone, Brock. I will leave you here in the bed you have made to consider your many failures. Doom, if it makes you feel better, stomp on a butterfly in your case. It will make no difference. History is made only by kings. It is the destiny of pawns to be bound to the chessboard of their pathetic. Doom, you're forgetting something again. Next page. You're weak against stretchy guys. Mr. Fantastic. Gah, like two Richards. Stop this at once. This is beneath you, Edward. You've broken the platform again. Did this experience teach you nothing? It taught me that when I break the glass, I get a random time jump, and like those I like those odds too, cause whatever this thing goes, I'm here till the end of the line. Next page. Till the end of the line. Ah shit. Never a true word, Brock. Never a true word. This fucking guy again. Next page. 1942. Here, come here. I can hear something. For the ball bag. Listen. There is again sort of knocking sound. I hope this top secret thingamagummy where Holly behaves itself. It better be. We're not even close to the German border yet. Bloody hell! Hey, hang on. I got her. Hold steady. What the devil just... Did the payload just drop itself? Next page. Occupied France. That's it. Right here. Good boy. You were there. Oh, it's this guy. So now we're knowing how this event happened with Daniel. So I guess this is how this happened. You would dare raise your arms against me? Then let Doom show you the errors of your ways. Next page. Did you believe you would never pay for your crimes? Did you believe justice would never gaze upon you? Time itself has sent me to you Nazis to close a loop of history and wipe you from it. Where is your master race now? As you face the master of all, I bring you your future, scum, degeneration and defeat. Doom is just going off. Your leader will die by fire. Your red skull, that pathetic bellhop, will fall again and again, lay low by the common brawler. Hey, don't get distracted. I need you over there. Next page. Okay. Okay, so this is how Eddie got there. Oh, Jesus. About time you arrived. I've been putting the call out ever since we got here, and the creeps in charge decided to piss Doom off. Ugh. Lucky that Symbiote T-Rex gave me an idea. Whatever time periods I'm in, I've always got reinforcements. Doesn't matter what kind of symbiote you are, Space Knight, part of Null's hive, whatever. You're a symbiote, so you work for me. You know who I am, pal. Eddie Brock, the King in Black. That means what I say goes. Now I've got a civilian. Now I got the civilians herded down in the basement. Half of them think I'm an American super soldier. The other half think I'm the devil. Your job is to make sure nothing bad happens to them while I go and rein Doom in and get us out of this mess. Once we're gone, let him out. Make yourself scarce. Understand? Hello, am I getting through to you, buddy? Anyone home? Guess you don't speak English. No problem. We can do this mind to mind. Moreover. Next page. I'm coming in. Huh? So what's this? That thing's even got an understanding. Got this to understand the briefing. A memory? He's done perfectly in test runs, sir. He ain't much of a talker, but he listens real good. Hell of a big chip to bet on Flexo, the rubber man. All right, Flexo, pay attention. I give you the overview first, then we'll dive into the details. The target is Berghoff. That's here in the Bavarian Alps. Raff. We'll get you as close as they can. But then if they get getting closer, we wouldn't need you. So you'll be making the rest of the trek on foot, using your special abilities to cross the terrain. Don't get seen and don't get sidetracked. Timing on this mission is crucial, and we have a limited window. According to our intel, this is no vacation for the target. It's a planning session. So all the top brass will be in residence, not just the Fuhrer here. Ah yes, Hitler. How's it hanging, Hitler? The Fuhrer. Let me be clear, Flexo. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you, God help us, are apparently our best shot at taking it. But if you do your job, you will end the war. Next page. Wait. But you did get sidetracked. You're here because I called you. And if I hadn't distracted you... Oh God, no. Doom! Don't rush me, Brock. As you see, the time platform is again repaired and under my command. Once I'm finished here, we will move forward to the present and your execution. Next page. No, we gotta go back. We've got to stop ourselves from coming here. That would wipe us from existence, Brock. Good. We've changed too much being here at all. We are changing nothing. I, of all men, know a dead butterfly from a live one. This is the path that leads to our present. So what I do here is what is here was always going to be done here by me. I'm merely playing out my role in the cages of events. But in this singular case, I am more than happy to bow to fate. Doom! Oh, wait, what was the... hold on, there says something similar about Superman Final Fan as seen in Fantastic Four number 7. Okay, that's from right there. Stop! We're changing things for the worse. You can't see it, but I see all too well, Brock. We have awakened the passions of this novice time traveler. Of the novice time traveler, it seems. Fortunately, the noble Doom is here to protect our future. From the base villain Brock, who would break time simply to placate his conscience. Damn you, Doom! We're going. Just blast that annoying symbiote of yours. It fights too unpredictably too. Next page. He gets distracted by a bird. Once again, we are stuck. We are unstuck in time. Next page. Oh, finally, it says I. Well, once, one way or another, this foolishness must end. Where am I now? I blacked out for a moment, and with my iron will actually lost consciousness. That in itself is a mark of how violent these time jumps are becoming. No sign of time platform, but if it hasn't suffered catastrophic damage, it will repair itself and signal it again and signal me. Besides, no matter where or when I find myself, I will not only survive but thrive. For Doom remains the undisputed master of all he surveys. Interesting. Next page. Wake up, Brock. Wake up, I said. Ow. Time platform exploded at 6,000 feet when we landed here. I've been waiting for you to grow back from a stain. That squishy, fragile human body. Why are you in charge again? Because someone needs to do the thinking around here. Give me a second, okay? So I guess it's... Yo! It's Peter! Let's go! That's fucking awesome! We have returned to the 60s, ladies and gentlemen, or wherever in Marvel's constantly fixating timeline Peter actually debuted in. Whatever year, whether that's the 90s now at this point, from the 60s, whatever. That's fucking awesome. That's fucking awesome. I guess Venom can now regenerate completely from, being from a state and regain completely his entire human form. Wherever the platform fails, I'm being... Second, okay? Wherever the time platform fell, I'm beating it. I'm betting it'll still repair itself. If Doom finds it first... Mister? Are you okay? Have you been in a fight or something? I'll be damned. I mean, tell me if it's none of my business, but, I've learned it's better to not look the other way. Synchronicity. Peter. But if this is like after, but the way he said it makes it seem like it's after Uncle Ben died. By that point, he would have already ditched the glasses. There's me throwing my glasses for you. So I don't know why he's still wearing the glasses, but it's still cool seeing him nonetheless. Magic creates strange and meaningful coincidences. It seems I am not proof against that. Who dares? I do not remember this, of course, which suggests how it will go. Doombot 1, what are you doing out of storage? No matter. There is a second life site inside the building. Find them and destroy them. Find them at once and destroy them. Yes. A Doombot is always the likely solution. Let us be sure. Voice commands return to basic service protocol. Passcode Doomrex. You quote me down. You quote my own Doombot controls codes back at me? How? No mere robot could possibly. Of course. You are me. Am I? Why? Was I ever so young? Lord, you're not much older than Daniel. Bob Daniel? My aunt listens to him on the radio. He's pretty old, sir. Is all this blood yours? Peter Parker. I don't believe it's really you. Wait, how do you know my name? Brock, Eddie. You're screwing up, Brock. I am a friend of your uncle's. What? That can't be. I've never seen you come by the house. You weren't even at his funeral. Now you screwed up. Yeah, bro. Like, that's probably not the best way. Nice group where Peter's uncle's dead, remember? Right. If you're here to make trouble, you picked the wrong teenager, Buster. That's the most 60s dialogue I've ever heard. Who are you really? Talk, or who am I? I'm the black sheep, kid. I'm the screw-up. I'm the guy you're not. let's see. From your eyes and the cut of your tunic, I'd say I'm roughly 15 years in the past. I'm about to say he's like 15 years old. I was like, what? 15 years in the past, a little less. After my failed attempts to blackmail the United States government, but just before my failure to recruit the adventurer Spider-Man. So yeah, this is like the so yeah. After he's already been Spidey for a while, for my point, but then, like I said, why is he still wearing the glasses? Listen, the original comics, he kept wearing the glasses well after becoming Spidey, and then like I don't know when John Romita took over, that's when he finally ditched him. I don't know. Or maybe it's just like, oh, it's the '60s. You got Peter with the glasses. I don't fucking know. Spider-Man. But this is nonsense. If you were truly my future self, you would know that Doom can never fail. True, lesser men may fail. Doom only suffers delays to the final victory. But this Doom, not also my lesser. He's seen less, done less, knows less. Who is this child to correct me? Well, speak, or he becomes volatile. He actually dares to threaten me. Thus, I will choose my next words with the greatest possible care. Could you place a call to Reed Richards? I think he'd be of more use. Next page. Look, once there was a guy I hated more than life itself. The hate was my life, my old personality. Good times. That hate, that darkness, in that darkness, I did terrible things, murder and even worse. I know what human brains taste like. You never forget. Gee. But over time, that guy, Parker, he stopped being the guy I hated. And he started being the guy I needed to see, an example of what I could be, what a good person could be. I'm starting to think, what would he do? If he was here, how would he get through this? What would Parker do? And that fellow was my uncle? Yeah, sure, kid. Who else would it be? Good save, Eddie. An imposter. Is this a no? Who is under that mask? I will kill you for this grotesque efferonatory, whatever the fuck that says. And how will you do that? When I am all you are and more. When I am the true doctor, master of all arts, all science, all secrets. A full scale of existence would humble you, yet I have humbled it. I have seen the face of God, and it's my own face. Can you say the same, my young friend? Do you even know where to begin that task? At this point in time, have you even saved our mother from hell? He's still rocking like the Venom logo on the back of his jacket. Hell, who even are you right now? It's just I was trying to be this guy, Parker, trying to take responsibilities, to use my great power to save a universe of lives, like that could atone for the lives I've taken. Like I could ever atone for any of it. Like there was any point trying, but you never had the answers, did you? You never had the map to this. You're a kid. Whoa, just a kid. With all that great responsibility getting you, all this guilt. Is it helping your aunt? Is it helping anyone? It's a curse, is what it is, and I'm done with it. Next page. No, curse you! If you truly are some corruption of me, I will wipe your stain from existence itself. Finally, you impress me. That would certainly be a proper response to a weaker Doom. Sleep. My younger self will remember nothing. After this meeting, he would not have rested until he had destroyed me, a rogue Doom. Even Even an untempered one is a dangerous butterfly indeed. Still, a pity if he had only shown me the proper deference. But what did I expect? If my future self came to my door, would I kneel and obey? Somehow I think not. Doom serves no one, and all serve doom, even his enemies. Perhaps, perhaps my mathlessness, perhaps matchless cunning may yield better results than my righteous anger. Brock is a bull in a china shop. Should I wrestle the bull then and cake myself in its muck? Next page. Or should I simply transfer the beast to the competing a china shop? Just wait here, mister. Don't eat anyone's brains. In 1 minute, someone's going to swing through and get you to a hospital. Sure, great. I'll be right here. But maybe not right here. But maybe not right now. You here? You're here to kill me, or are we doing something else? Time for something else, I think. You want a time machine, Brock, and I will not permit you to take mine. But through the infinite mercy of doom, compromise can surely be reached, for I have many enemies. Next page. Some even shared with you. The great conquest has raged for millennia, and will rage for millennia more. But this battle fleet is named Tempest, and the flagship Prospero. As ever, what is strength in doom becomes weakness in lesser men. My love of the arts cannot be used against me, but search through time battlefields for the name of some great final work. You will find Kang there, and Kang at the turning point. A Kang bored of the game. Oh, Jesus. A Kang with his mind and other things. Why do I always leave the dullest battles in the campaign for the last? This is like watching paint. This is like watching blood dry. And every moment I miss is a moment I'm missing. The missing moment. I've searched through all records, history, but unrecord history remains. Perhaps the burned libraries that Fetheron held some clues. Ah, they did. See Timeless 2022. That time again, is it? Hello, Victor. I've seen you've brought a guest. A Kang seeking distractions. I recognize this ship, or at least the decor. Ah, yes, I was forgetting. Kang considers you a friend. Yet another sign of his appalling lack of taste. Those pillars are floating energy. What purpose do they serve? Do you suppose they serve? No idea. Power conductors, maybe force field generators. They are 67th century equivalent of a lava lamp. Lava lamp. This is a man who has literally raided my tomb for my secrets. Did I leave no sculptures there for him? No great tapestries? Not even a study in oils? I love this is what Doom is pissed off about. Who is Kang to simply ignore the works of the greatest artistic minds of our time? Nay, all times. A man who knows the conquest of everything, but the value of nothing. Bold words. From a man who can only value himself. Hello, Edward. Where are you? Where on your timeline are you? Next page. Oh. I need a time machine, Kang. Doom told me I could have one of yours. You can travel through time with your mind, Edward. I've taught you the basics more than once. Allowing you to travel physically would only culture things up. Funny, That's exactly what I was hoping. What I'm hoping to do. Sure, you won't. Sure, you won't reconsider seeing as we're here, as how we're best buddies and all. Oh, you're a long way to go before you're my buddy, Edward. You're my buddy, Eddie, and I don't want to hurt your feelings. But I've also been my own best friend. Next page. Chrono cloning. I cannot hide my contempt. Kang jumped a split second into the past, using inferior time travel, thus creating a new timeline where he arrives next to his past self. Auto cloning. Both Kangs then jumped again, creating second new timeline, which two Kangs materialized next to that timeline's original. Whereupon the three of them made yet another jump, leading to the four Kangs we see here. Do they plan to return to the exact moments and universes they left and repeat all this for each other and repeat this for each timeline in turn? Such effort, such wasted energy. Is this their idea of conquest? There is clearly a lot of beef between Doctor Doom and Kang, I've noticed reading this issue. It doesn't even work. Still, for a moment I've wondered if I've misjudged this man. Did he use my time technology for this? True time travel with no chronic divergence? No! No! Damn! Is this the final destiny of Kang? Ouch. Well, rather me than them. Rather me than me. Kang comes and goes. The conquest goes on. It seems not. One conquest has ended. Then one timeline is now without Kang. Do they feel nothing at this? Does this failure not humiliate them all? It disgusts me. At the very least, he could use robots. Next page. Damn, he just vaporized that kid. Even when playing on multiple boards, there is a difference between sacrificing pawns and Billithy laying down your king, if I even said that right. Victor, really? I'll thank you to keep your disintegrator blast to yourself while you're in my home. I was simply Jesus Christ, I can't read today. Evening the odds, Nathaniel? That's Kang's name, Nathaniel? And cutting to the kill. Blue raspberry flavor. I want more. Oh, good. I do love me some blue raspberry. Blue raspberry is like my favorite flavor, man. For ice cream, Jolly Ranchers, bro, blue raspberry is unmatched. Hardly. Without the element of surprise, neither of you can harm me. My personal force field is beyond anything you can bring to bear, and I can summon it with a thought. Next page. And then dismiss it with another thought. Wait, no! No! Oh, don't be a drama queen. There goes another Kang. You have done it to me. You have done it to me. I'm my own worst enemy. Now 3 fresh timelines are open for conquest. What a tiresome life you lead, Kang. Engaging in the endless games of solitaire instead of facing a real opponent. Doom's victory is inevitable, according to you. Shouldn't I keep in shape while I wait for you to come to me? Are we playing nice now? You cosmic tyrants in your decorum. We've tried ending it quite quickly, Edward. It didn't work. Trust me. You'll learn how the long game is played. Next page. Actually, I'm planning to teach my own lesson. About that. Even forking paths are part of the same garden, Edward. You may learn something yourself. Still now that you're here, I might as well help you lead. Be careful with this, though. It's a collector's item. Recognize. Oh, it's a. Is this like the Fantastic Four's time machine thing? Recognize the design, Victor. Sadly, yes. The time sled once used by the Fantastic Four. Pure cushionet, of course. The quality is markedly inferior. The design is utterly haphazard. Far too many seats. It must handle like an oil tanker. Not everything has to be not everything has to be a family car, Richard. Jealousy is unbecoming, Victor. I'll get Edward where he needs to go for a price. What is this price? What do you wish? What do you wish in return, King the Conqueror? Please do tell us. Three new timelines isn't enough to conquer. To conquer isn't enough. That was the cover charge. Whatever Victor might think of Rosebud 2 here, you're now asking to borrow a treasured antique. In fact, knowing you're asking to crash it. I'm going to need some collateral. The same deal you made in Limbo, a sample of your substance, or rather, Bedlam. What? How'd he know? No sale, Brock. It's a trick. Probably, but I'm in charge, remember? And it's this or go another 10 rounds with Doom over the time machine we can't even control. This was built so Johnny Storm could fly it. I think I can pick it up. Here you go, King, a fistful of the good stuff. Yes, this should be more than sufficient. Bon voyage, Edward. Give Edward my regards. You're staying longer, I hope. I'm so bored of the locals. To satisfy my curiosity, if nothing else. You have symbiotes in your keep already, surely. Why do you need this one? Because this one isn't like the others. It's very special. It has a special role to play. Don't you, you little rascal. Next page. Ugh. The Garden of Time. Finally, we have reached the timeline we are supposed to get there. Look at those cavemen go. How can we even enlighten you ever be as enlightened as you, Meridus? How could it not break? How could you not? How could it not? How come it's not breaking this nonsense? Look, Jesus. How come it's not you breaking this up? Jesus, I cannot read today. Why should it? We're kings in black, minds with bodies in a garden of bodies without minds. Let the goo splatter. Well, that's certainly one way to do it. What? What? Seriously, what? We just crashed a time machine on your boss and burned his goo to powder. That's what. The rest of you, we're not gonna go so easy on. Yeah, Eddie, let's go. But Brock cannot change his past. Not in that time machine here. I'll show you. This squiggly is a rough approximation of Edward's temporal path once he's reached the Garden of Time. A triangle of timelines crossing itself over and over again. A mess, but a mess set in a storm, an unaltering destiny. However, this loop passes through limbo, where Brock bifurcates, whatever. Now we have a rogue element outside the structure. And as he loops back impacts in a way that would change it. The garden before he hits the storm, is shunned sideways into its own pocket reality. Now Brock, Bedlam, Meridus, and whoever has always been traveling back and forth from this alt future without ever knowing it. More catastrophic this shit is. I don't know how L. Ewan came up with this whole thing with the timeline, bro. Godspeed to him. Catastrophic interactions. This would just fry my brain, honestly. Interactions with his past selves will create futures, alt futures, which will also always have always been there in 5D space and so on. Jesus Christ, my brain. It's complex theory, I know. Pshaw. Next page. It's simple. It's a simple application of Grenwald's law. Jesus. Ugh. Non-Doomlock. Time travel cannot alter the past. Only create new alternative paths. It's more complex in this instance, and these altered paths are being created in Brock's future. But it also fits within the established laws of time. For a moment, I thought you had something new to show me, Kang. But of course, you will never be a true master of time without adopting a greater degree of magical thinking. That's enough. Which will, of course, evolve your mindset involving you. Leave it, Victor, into your older and wiser self. Immortius. Doom! Get out of my house! He cannot kill me, of course. Next page. At this last stage of his timeline, he knows better than to even try. Like the poor host he is, he can show me the door into the time stream, but I was leaving anyway. A touch to the recall switch, and my faithful time platform returns to me, none the worse for its many adventures. All to the good, for I have work to do before I return to my own time. Though I consider Kang an enemy, he is at least a foe or a substance of at least a foe of substance, a self-made man almost on my level. Eddie Brock is a lowly American thug, self-made mess, the very definition of a commoner. And he's invaded my nation, abused my hospitality, spoke to Victor Von Doom, as if I was his equal. I cannot stand. I will not stand. Next page. Oh boy. We're almost near the end at the very least. Far from the future to the more immediate future then, and a scan for symbiotes, two in particular. New York. Not long for my presence. Times Square on fire, and there is a gray conglomeration of symbiotes here in battle, a Venom war. Scientifically, I know that a fight like this could go any number of ways, but magically, I can see two paths, a fork of destiny. On this day, Eddie Brock will be saved, or Eddie Brock will be damned beyond salvation. A shame then, if someone were to choose. Which I believe that's like a new fucking event that's gonna be coming soon. It's like Venom Wars or something, I think. I don't know. Eddie cannot be here, Flexo. He's fighting a war against his own future. Metal face. No, you will listen. Next page. Let Brock battle his future. Let him beat his own destiny into submission. Let him even think he has won. He will learn that destiny does not battle me. Instead, it bows before me. Like the slave it is, it humbles itself before the master. Time and destiny do my will, as will you, Flexo, as will you. Do not resist, simply think and remember. Who forced you here? Who broke your destiny? What is his name? Eddie Brock, the so-called King in Black. When the time is right, you'll be the hand of my vengeance against him. Next page. And his own son will be your weapon. What could this lead to? Next page. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Black Widow. Cool. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the issue, man. Like I said, I'm going to be skipping the annual. Doesn't really do much. Really, I mean, I'm sure the whole like Deadpool Venom crossover thing's probably fun. I might read on my own time, but like, I'm done. I am done, man. My brain is fried from all this time travel bullshit. So that's what we're gonna do off, man. Overall, I'm gonna give this issue a 9 out of 10, guys. So I hope you guys do the video, like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on my socials if you feel like it. Links to us below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.